today we're going to take a quick look at the WUBEN G5. The company did send this over and compensate me to make this video. So let's take a look at what comes in the box, and I'll show you a little bit more about it and how it works. So first of all, you do get the flashlight itself. You also get a charge cable. You get a little key ring, so you can actually use this on your keys if you want to. And then you do get a little wrist strap there as well that you can put on it. So you can see here just in the palm of my hand how small this light is, and it's just very thin, compact, easy to use. So a couple key features about it. First of all, I love that it has a magnet on here. You'll see this later in the video where I show you me putting this on a door. And then you also have a clip, so you can pull this out and put it on either side, so you can actually clip this to your belt or something else if you need to, and you just pull that to the side, and then you can pull it to the other side as well. Another cool thing about it is the light itself will actually rotate, so you can rotate this either way, or you can use it facing forward like that. So you can put this in a lot of different ways. So if you do have it magnetized or clipped onto something, you can control what direction the light is going into, which is pretty neat. So as far as functionality, pretty easy overall. One, you do have a charge port right here in the top. So if you just slide that all the way to the front to where it says battery, that's going to give you the battery port to charge that. Then you have a lock, so if you don't want to use it and you don't want it to come on accidentally, you can just slide it all the way back and it's going to lock into place. And then the third setting here is a little light. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is, let's see if I can get right there. So it's just a little light icon, and then you just slide it into the light position, and then you have the button here. This is going to be the main power button, and then you have a little dial that turns so you can actually control what the light is doing. Now the user manual is very easy to read, and I'm going to leave it out just to make sure I reference it properly, but this has a lot of functions. So first of all, to turn it on, you can just turn it on, and more than likely it's going to come on to the white light, so you can see that. And then from here, I can change the brightness. So I can dial it up, dial it down. And then if I press this one time, it's just going to turn off. And then if I press this twice, it's going to go into like a turbo mode. And if I press it twice again, it's going to go back to my preset settings. So if I turn this down and then press it twice and then press it twice, you can see how that works. Now, if I press and hold, this is going to put it into RGB mode. So RGB mode, once you're in the main mode, you can twist this and you can see the colors changing. So you have all kinds of different colors there that you can change through. Now in the manual, it'll show you what to do next if you want to get this to do like beacons or flashing or something like that. So once you're in RGB mode, if you press this twice, it's going to start doing a beacon mode. So whatever color you have selected with the RGB is the mode that it's going to start doing the beacon. And then you press it twice to return to RGB mode, and then I can change the color and then press it twice again, and it's going to get into the beacon once more. Now, once I'm in RGB mode here, I can press this once and then press it twice, and this is going to put it into a flash mode. So you can see here it's flashing yellow and it's flashing red. And then if I click this again, it's going to flash blue and red. And if I click it again, it's going to flash green and red. So that is the functionality of it. And then once again, I can just turn it off. And then if I turn it back on, that's going to get me back into the last mode I was in, which is RGB mode. And then if I press and hold this, it's going to take me back into my regular lighting mode. So a lot of functionality with this little light. So let's take a look at it in action as I'm here in my office and it's dark, just to show you a little bit of the functionality. So right here is the lights are off in my office. You can see that hallway where the natural light's coming through, but very dark office. Turn this on, lights up the whole thing, as you can see here. And this is probably about a 10 by 10 room that this is lighting up. And then this just happened to be metal, so I put it on the door handle, and you can see there it is very stable, very sturdy. And once again, if I want to change the direction of the light, I can do that as well. So I just kind of go through some of the settings here as I'm kind of just messing around with this light in a dark space. So I can turn the light all the way down, kind of have like this more moonlight phase, and then turn it back on to turbo and have it, come all the way back up. to the top. But overall, I'm highly impressed with this little light here. It's much more than just your general flashlight. I love the durability of it. I have a couple of their products, and they're just very good quality build, easy to understand. It did take me just a little bit of learning to figure out, what combinations to push to get them going, but it covers it very easily in the manual. So if you're looking for a really nice flashlight for yourself or for a loved one or friend or whatnot, I can definitely recommend these WUBEN lights, and this G5 is amazing. Hope this helps.